us, which is wonderful, So I want to say, I hope you all have been noticing the experiences from since actually the week before the solstice eclipse weekend, and also this past eclipse, that things have been phenomenally shifting. And I hope they're as powerful as they have been with me. Just to let you know, radical shifts have been happening. I talk pretty far out, but it's the truth, and it's a new paradigm coming up. And I've had many visions and been energetically having new portals, galactic portals, integrated into my energy field. And it's been amazing, because the galactic connection is so important. And also, in synchronicity, timing wise, there are two special people that have, they found me and wanted to meet me. And so they coincidentally showed up yesterday, and it was extremely powerful and wonderful. The one lady, Debbie, is a galactic ambassador beyond that I've ever met, just extremely galactic. And she's also a walk-in, so that was really nice to have a fellow comrade. And the second one is a Mesoamerican native wisdom keeper, and he is holding that wisdom, just so, he's so sweet, so gentle, so pure. And we all got to do two wonderful ceremonies yesterday, one at that powerful labyrinth in town, and one at Madeira Canyon near the 6th portal point, on the grids that's been set here. And really, really wonderful. I will show you a picture of them. That is Debbie by the tree that was our sacred altar. And that is Miguel, that the wisdom keeper. And he is so pure of heart, and the eternal and indigenous wisdom he holds is just amazing. And we are in talks that he is willing to come back here and do some teachings, which would be a great honor for any of us to be in his presence. And so I will keep you posted on that. And Debbie here, she's in transition, as far as, I'm not sure how long she's going to be here. She's staying with me right now, and I'm looking for her card. Where'd it go? That's Trip. Okay, she's going to be staying with me. I don't know how long, but she is willing to do private sessions if people are interested. If you're interested, email me for that connection, because for some reason her card just slipped away, to explain what she does. But very high vibrational work, way beyond the 5th dimension. They both are living and being the highest God potential now. And that's what I am working to share with you guys, to help you raise in your own vibration, so that we all are at that stage of our awakening. And these two wonderful people and all these visions and circumstances that have been coming in since before the solstice have just amplified that knowingness that we have the ability, we have the opportunity to shift way beyond what we can even imagine. And so it has been a privilege to be able to meet with these comrades on a high, let's say, galactic level. And you know, that they'll be able to be sharing and making more connections with some other people they're telling me about that I will be connecting with. And I am so willing to share them with you, and as it fits, So, okay. I just wanted to tell you that things are phenomenally shifting. So is there anything anybody wishes to share about their own spiritual evolution that's been happening to them recently? If you want to. Oh, Sandra, yes. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why it's, okay, try that. What is going on here? Can you unmute yourself?
There we go.
There you go.
This is not spiritual exactly, but it is extremely practical as to how the world is being affected by COVID-19. I was listening to NPR today, and I think it was in France and in Spain. I think it was in Europe. 2 different cities. People are riding bicycles. They are blocking streets off so that there's bicycle lanes. They're reducing the speed of the cars in the city down to maybe 20 miles an hour. But it's because of the COVID. People don't want to be in enclosed spaces on public transport. But I thought, that's air pollution. That's healing the earth.
Yeah.
People are on bicycles. It's just such a funny little factoid that I think is really significant. And I'm hearing the same thing here too. Bicycles are like, you know, the hottest thing going because a lot more people are bicycling.
Yeah, it's great. You know that, you know, this, if you think about it in a higher perspective, this whole COVID thing has been a miraculous opportunity of shifting out of the old into this wonderful new potential if we embrace it. You know, it's up to each one of us to realize how do we want our existence and the planet's existence to go forward. You know, do we want to be out of fear, out of control, and to want to be in these highest divine vibrations? And like, say, having Debbie and Miguel here, it was like I was in the presence of people living that now of a very high level. And, you know, it shows that we can do it. And it's neat to hear about the bicycling, you know, that it is happening. And that's wonderful. Yay for Gaia.
It is such a simple thing. It's such a simple thing.
Yes.
Can you hear
Are
me?
you unmuted? Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Am I on?
Well, it's hard to hear you. Is your volume up?
I hope so.
That's a little better. You might want to talk a little louder if you can.
Okay.
Sure.
You've heard that the ozone layer has closed in the southern hemisphere.
Hadn't
The
heard that.
hole, the big hole has closed.
Yes.
And I just saw photos of unusual marine specimens that are returning to the Mediterranean Sea that have not been spotted in decades. And they're coming back. So yeah, it's good news if you can last through it.
Well, we can, you know, it's having faith. And the more I personally find that I tune into the higher dimensions and, you know, that do not focus on the TV, the politics, the fear, you know, those are lower 3D vibrations. The more I focus on fifth dimensional higher consciousness and in that state and be that state, then it's like I am living that reality. And like those 2 people that came here, they're living it. And it's just, we can do it. You know, it's our choice. And it's our ability to remember that that is our divine birthright. And to, you know, just start the little things every day. And, you know, my hope through all this sharing of these little techniques is to help you, you know, continually grow up that ladder and get yourself into your higher empowerment. That's my intent, is to empower you to your own divinity, and so that we can have a world that is just peaceful and beyond our imagination. And like, say, these two wonderful beings, they're living it, and they know these other beings that are the same there too, and we can do that also. And what's also important is it reinforced the understanding of how powerful that the Tucson Green Valley area is with the 6 portals, that it is creating an energetic field of portals to help us as triggers to the ancient future. Ancient future. I was shown last Thursday in a shamanic vision going to the Mount Shasta area, and all of a sudden I seen this world, and it was just beautiful and pristine. And I asked what it was, and it said this was the world that was. And then my other right hand came out and said, and this is the same world that can be if we make it. And so that's why the words ancient future is so profound. And one of the smaller portals that was set close to the base of the Santa Ritas and close to Elephant Head, when it was created, Spirit said it was represented the divine primordial blueprint for Gaia. So this area is holding very, very powerful energies, and we're here, we've been called here, and it is opening up. So it's our time to really manifest this. And interesting that that at one of the ceremonies yesterday, Miguel, he enlightened me. He said, 7 is a sacred number, and that's what he holds. And his name is Hummingbird Jaguar. And we took him up to the where they have up the canyon, where they'll have the hummingbird feeders and everything. And he was standing next to it, and he reached out, and the hummingbird was in his fingers, and he has the hummingbird jaguar energy. So that was really awesome. But he said that since 7 is a high spiritual number, and there's 6 portals in this sacred spiral in the valley, that we are the 7th portal. Now feel that, really take that in. We are the 7th portal, finishing this creation pattern, this new divine pattern blueprint for Gaia. So congratulate yourself for being here. I mean, this is awesome, just really awesome. So yeah, I know, pat yourselves on the back. I mean, it's like, some say, it's down the road, but no, we can create it now, because I had 2 beings that are living it now. And you can't believe the vibration of when we're together is like, whoa. And, I really look forward to Miguel coming back to share his wisdom and making these other connections that are going to show up. So I want to ask, is there any questions about anything before we go on to what I wanted to chat about? Or
I have a question.
Yeah.
I need to study that portal map, clearly. I live in Las Campanas, Capistrano. I live southeast. I live west of La Cañada and north of Esperanza, at the top, what I call the top of that subdivision. And the mine tailings are behind me. So when I look out my front, I'm looking toward Elephant Head. And you talked about that portal being closer to the base.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to figure it out yet. When I sit in my front yard at certain times, I see lights. And my brother had come to visit some years ago, and he saw all kinds of lights just shooting right out of the mountain. He said, you got a lot of action going on over there. But I see, and I'm trying to figure out if they're like border patrol that have stopped and the sun's catching the vehicle, because they seem to corona up and then get small, which has been my experience before with alien craft. And so it just kind of triggered that thought when you said it's closer to the base. And I'm just wondering if anybody has any comments about that, if anybody sees lights over there, because I see them with regularity. They get real big, and then they dull out. But like I said, I don't know if it's the sunlight hitting an automobile. I've gotten binoculars out, and I'm not real certain what I'm seeing. So any comments about that, anybody?
I've been wanting to go over to the base for at least 2 months, and it's not a long drive. I mean, it's not a 15-minute drive. It's close to an hour. But for some reason, I've been wanting to go over there. But my husband just didn't want to go with me. I'm just going to have to go without him. Bring the dog and go up there, because all I wanted to do was go down there where everyone gets out of their cars to go climb the mountain. I was just going to turn around and come back. I wasn't going to stop for anything.
Well, maybe we'll have to have a road trip.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My brother-in-law lived on Desert Ridge area, and he's moved away there now, but we used to go up there and visit him, and at sunset and into the dark, we'd see lights, and we didn't know exactly what it was, but I know what you're talking about. We didn't know if it was cars, but I don't think it wasn't in any pattern.
Yeah.
Like a rope or anything like that. It was just.
Wanda, you and Claudia come from a family. There's a lineage of that your family sees these things, and I think it's cool that you guys continue to see them, because not everyone can see them. Some people can feel them, some people can't see or feel anything. Some people are just drawn to it. So I think that's cool that you guys, it's in your blood.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Sometimes it's not always fun. But you got to be open to it, though.
Yeah. And thank you. There was a wonderful being of light that shared with me that she has had times when she will see this valley as a pristine green lush jungle, no buildings, no nothing. And it was so neat to hear that, because when I was in Phoenix a few years ago, I saw that exact same thing, and they were showing the ancient and the future energies, the old one energies that were here, and the potential of that for now. So I honor that being who showed that to me. You know who they are, and much gratitude. So it's like, we all have this ability to tap in, and if we just listen, continually have our feelers out. And I like to say, I start with, whenever I go out, is like talking to the mountains. They have, the spirits of the mountains are so powerful, and just tune in and just ask her from, your heart, your intent, like, can we connect? And the more you practice this, like I say, everybody can either see, sense, or feel, whichever is their modality, but the more we evolve, that we can raise and we can get more of those gifts. So don't think that you're stuck in whatever you have. You can get it so it's all inclusive. Start with the little things, communicate with the plants, the birds, go say hello to them, and just make an energetic connection with the rocks, everything. And, meditation is wonderful to, the more you connect within and the more you turn off the TV, and you create your sacred space, then this can evolve so much faster for every one of us. So I commend you all to that. If there isn't any other comments, questions, whatever, I want to start, because I wanted to do sort of a meditation, and at the end another energy experiment. So to preface that, I wanted to share a creation story which was from a direct remembrance. No hypnosis, it was actually no meditation. It was all of a sudden I remembered. And I remembered being in a huge ball of white light. And this light was just total peace, love, unbelievable oneness of, felt like just all one. And then all of a sudden there was a huge big bang, And me, as a ball or spark of light, goes flying out from this big bang along with cajillion other sparks of light. And as I'm going out, I go, oh, this doesn't feel good. I feel lonely. Where is that peace, that divine love, that oneness? And then I heard Creator say, your only job is to find your way back to source. And it meant that what we're going through now in all our incarnations is to find that deep inner God self within and find ourselves back into this pure oneness of where we started. So simplistic. And if we really meditate on that and have that as a goal, you know, to be able to realize it is simple and it's all, you know, not get caught up in the trivial 3D stuff. That's so, once you're in the higher vibrations, the more you're in that, the 3D is, you look like, oh, I don't want to go there. No, I want to hold this high vibration, and we can do it. We are doing it. And so I just wanted to share that story because it, for me, I go back to remember it whenever I need to get in my own personal energetic jumpstart. So, okay. With that said, I would like to do a meditation. And you notice in the meditations, the intent is to get you out of your 3D body, out of you're thinking that you identify with the body, but instead are connecting with your energy field. And the energy field is what I say to practice your light body awakening to go outside of your skin perimeter. And that's really important. The more you practice this, you are practicing connecting with your divine essence as a being of light. Not, not the 3D body, not any of, this other stuff that blocks us from our potential of being in the new world, this new vibration. So that's what I'm going to reinforce. And another important component is being able to be the conduit between heaven and earth, Creator and Gaia. And I think it's 2 or 3 weeks ago in the meditation, I was getting you to practice, besides just going up and then coming back down, is to do it at the same time. Is imagine and feel yourself connecting from up and down and bringing it into yourself and breathing in that on the in-breath and exhaling that into your field to strengthen it. So you become a column of light between Creator and Gaia. So I'm just telling you some of the things that I have been, that's been my intent, is build these little steps so that you are, getting more familiar with your divine light body potential and your God self. And this time I'm going to go a little deeper after I do those 2 steps. And it's something that you'll just experience and just allow it to flow. So if we're ready, just get comfortable and just be able to go into the quiet space within and focusing on your breathing. And to help, it's good to focus on your jaw muscles and let them just relax. Perhaps allowing a little space between your teeth. As your jaw relaxes, it relaxes the whole body even deeper. And let this feeling of relaxation flow over your head and going back down through your neck, your spine, your shoulders relaxing, your arms, your hands, the whole torso, your chest, your stomach, and allow that relaxation to flow down your legs to the feet. And as you focus upon your breath, perhaps allow the breath that feels most comfortable. Some people like to breathe in and out through their nose, some people through their mouth and nose. But when your jaw's relaxed, you're able to breathe through your nose and your mouth. But find whichever way feels the easiest, that just flows and resonates with you. Breathing in light with each in-breath, and exhaling and going deeper with each exhale. And now focusing your awareness, your ball of light, your energy in your heart center. And now expand your energy ball of light to fill the whole chest, filling to the top of the head, down the body to the feet. Feel yourself as just a divine white light. And now knowing that you are not your body, it is just a temporary vessel. With that knowing, expand your light out, either a couple inches, couple feet, or to fill the whole room outside your skin perimeter. For you are a grand ball of light that can go off and be as big as all eternity. So be and go as far out as is comfortable for you at this time. And now have the intention to connect your energy field with Creator above, bringing in those energies, and Gaia below, bringing them in simultaneously with the in-breath, breathing in both energies into your center of your light field. As you breathe in the energies on the inhale, exhale, strengthening your light body energy field. Having your light go brighter and brighter. As you are the conduit, the interface between Creator and Gaia, much needed now for the transformation of a new reality, a new dimension. And now withholding these powerful light energies, bring your awareness back into your heart center, focusing your awareness into your heart. As we're going to take a journey now to go deep into the inner spiritual wisdom and connection of your divine self. So start seeing, feeling, or knowing. You're going deeper into the heart. You may see, sense, or feel a pathway that is leading you deeper. Perhaps noticing what this pathway looks like, feels like, or what you know about it. How does it feel? What is it like? Following this pathway, going deeper down, winding deeper down, getting closer to the divine inner temple. And as you get closer, you see a brilliant temple of light and energy before you. And find yourself going up the steps to this beautiful divine temple. Perhaps noticing what the temple looks like or feels like. And the opening of this temple. It either looks like a door or an archway. Notice what this portal into the temple looks like or feels like. For it is a portal, an entryway into the deepest galactic connection with your inner divinity, your spark of light. On the count of 3, find yourself going through this portal to that other higher vibrational galactic space and dimension that is way beyond the 5th dimension. 1, 2, 3. Go through the portal. And as I'm quiet for a few minutes, just experience what your soul needs to experience. Connecting your light body, your energy field with these highest divine energies. Galactic connection to the infinite source of Creator. And enjoy. allowing these energies to fill you to your deepest level of beingness, your cells, your atoms, the photons of light in your light body energy field, allowing these energies to strengthen for you the connection with Creator, Gaia, and our galactic oneness. And knowing that you can come back to these energies through your intention and meditation. So now it's time to come back into the body and allowing all these energies now to merge and condense more into your light field of the body inside the skin perimeter again. But also knowing that your light field is outside the skin, but consciously you can expand it at any time. For now, we have to come back to waking consciousness. So start to breathe a little deeper, feeling your fingers, your toes, feeling your body as it's setting or laying down, perhaps moving your shoulders, just reawakening, coming back, be fully present, coming back, yet still holding those vibrations eternally with you. Okay. I see we're all here. We didn't lose anybody. Good. Have to send out the galactic dogs to find you. So, if anybody wants to share, they're welcome to. You don't have to. I find it's good if you want to start a journal of these meditations, noting your shifts and changes through time, and having these written down to be able to go back to and to read and, help you re-experience is good.
I have a comment.
Yeah.
I found that when I started coming more into my own awareness, that I was a lot more tight and tense. And I was thinking about what that meant to me. And what it meant to me was that when I was moving out of my awareness, I wasn't tight and tense, and I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Great. Great. So, I enjoyed it too. That was neat. Feeling all that. So, yeah, great. Well, with holding that vibration you have now, I'd like to go on to the next energy experiment. Because I think I told you that last time we did it, there was a person that just listened to the replay and they could feel the energy coming through basically their computer, through space, from the people who had sent the energy, showing that, validating, there's no space, that our energy is eternal and can go anywhere. So what I'd like to do this time is to experiment with, instead of just one person receiving, that we all give to Gaia, to humanity, and to our galactic family of light. But to preface this, I want to say that it's really important to understand that we can go beyond even sending energy. And I'm going to talk in another Zoom call about going from the old paradigms to new paradigms, a lot of which I've been experiencing and getting direct teachings and want to share with you. And it's basically paradigm busting. And one of these is that, like I say, you don't need to send your energy, that you can just radiate and be that energy. You may have heard me talking about, instead of being light workers, we're light walkers. And that's important, is that's coming into your own empowerment as divine being of light, is to be a light walker. You're walking your light, you're sharing your energy, you know, wherever you go. And I was lucky to be in a workshop with Sandra Ingerman, a great shaman, and she verified this information that I had known about and been working with the angelic Merkabas in my classes. Because the Merkaba, all you have to do is be in the presence of the angelic Merkaba, and it starts shifting your energy field. It is not sending energy. It is not. It's not doing the old paradigm. You know, this is a new thing of just being. And so she had an experiment where she had some people in a center group, and she had people in an outer ring. And the outer people, they were just asked to radiate their energy, not sending it, you know, not like the old healing paradigms, but just radiating their own energy field. And she had a GDV machine, which I've also used to test the angelic Merkaba, for it's able to in 30 minutes shift people's chakras into alignment by just being in the energy field of the Merkaba. That's it, simple. And so her testing verified this, and that's what she is teaching, saying we just radiate. We don't have to send, we don't have to do none of the old paradigm, and just be this light. This is the new paradigm of your divinity. And so what I'd like you to do, for the people who, and if even you know, hear this through future Zoom or replays, if some people may feel uncomfortable of receiving energies from other people, you know, that happens if you're really energy sensitive. So just make the intent that you will not receive the energies if you don't want to, but you'll be able to just radiate your own energy, because the intent is be and do for your highest divine good of radiating that peace, love, and light to humanity, to Gaia, to our galactic brothers and sisters. Because reinforcing, we're a galactic family, and we need to start owning that and working with these beings that are out there. So what I'm going to have you do is be taking a couple minutes, and since you've been amped up with your own field now, you're just going to radiate and see your light body energy field going way outside your skin perimeter again, going way out as far as it's comfortable, and just being. So let's get quiet now, closing our eyes, being in that space. Remembering what it felt like as you connected with your inner divine temple and those high vibration energies that were anchored into your own energy field. And now send out your beautiful, divine, high vibration light. Radiate your light. That's all you do, is just be. Radiate your divine light. Perhaps noticing if you're receiving any light and energy as a consequence of this, of everybody radiating their light. And notice how you feel. Notice what it feels like to give of your light, of pure unconditional love. For as you give, you receive. So now let's come back into our waking consciousness. Taking our deep breath, being back into the body. Okay. I must say that I noticed my energy field going, way out, and then I was noticing other light fields intersecting with mine. It was like these circles of light all coming together, and it was wonderful to just feel those energies. Does anybody else wish to share? Oh, let me unmute you. That would help.
There,
Okay.
got it. I pictured the energy from all of us participating, going together in a vortex and going up and being shared with everything, the oneness. And it's like, wow. It's like,
Yes.
wow. It just, we're all coming together, and it was coming out of us and just spiraling together in a vortex. And it's like, wow, that was awesome. That was really awesome.
Great. Oh, what? Let me what's going on here? Okay, Donna, let me try to get you. I don't know what's going on. Can you unmute yourself? I'm trying on my end. Oh, it should go through now. There you go.
Can you? Okay. What I saw was first a spiral of light, all tiny little lights, and then it went into the Mobius strip where it was undulating, just back and forth, kind of a giving and receiving. Very powerful.
Yes, yes. Great experiment. And if we go back and for the replay, we can feel that same energy. And with sharing on YouTube, we'll be expanding our light and energy to everyone, which is wonderful. So I'm having trouble unmuting everybody. Does anybody else want to share? Or? Yeah.
I listened to Coast way too much, stay up too late. But they had a lady on there who does healings, but she was talking about as you go about during the day, think of yourself being surrounded by a cloak, or she called it a bubble. Just a bubble of any color you want to make it. That helps to keep your good energies in and to keep any negative energies out. So just imagine being surrounded by the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had someone talking about how useful a pendulum can be. You have to ask, you need to clear your mind, focus, be neutral. But if you ask the correct yes and no questions, it's amazing how well you connect to higher information just using a pendulum. And it can be a string with a rock on it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Again, if you're interested in maybe a session with Debbie, I assume she does long distance also, but she is here now. So if you're interested, email me wellnessenergetics@gmail.com. And if you're interested in some wisdom teachings with Miguel also, that, we'll work on that. And we were talking about doing maybe in near the spring equinox or fall equinox of doing sacred ceremony and maybe in connections with more wisdom keepers coming to this area for a big ceremonial celebration and teaching. So it's happening. Well, welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Namaste.
Namaste. Until next
Bye-bye.
week. Blessings.
Thank you.